to Design and Technology. I'm Kasongo Enoch. Today we are looking at figures of eco areas. Figures of eco areas. Like that. So in this case, by the end of this lesson, I expect you to draw a triangle without difficulties, to change a triangle into a rectangle with less problems, and finally to change a rectangle into a square without difficulties. Are we together, class?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So in this case, what are some of the reasons why we look at this topic, figures of eco areas? The reason is very simple. There are some times when you have material but you want to change the shape. It can be the shape of a table, the shape of a chair, the shape of the window. But then you don't have to waste material. Hence, figures of eco areas. So, how do we begin our lesson today? We are going to start our lesson by having a question on triangles. We shall form a triangle. From there, we change this triangle into a rectangle, and a rectangle finally into a square. This is a very simple topic. All you have to do is to pay particular attention. So here is our question. ABC with sides AB equals to 40 millimeters, then BC equals to 60 millimeters, and finally AC equals to 55 millimeters. So the first question is, are we able to draw this triangle?
Yes, sir.
We are able to draw this triangle without difficulties.
Yes.
Now the question that follows is, transform this triangle into a rectangle of equal area. So, transform the triangle, this is the symbol for triangle, into a rectangle of equal area. Are we together?
Yes.
Then question B is C. Transform the rectangle above into a square of equal area. Like that. Okay, so you cannot change a triangle into a square without taking it into a rectangle first. So, first things first, we are going to draw this triangle given these measurements. So, how do you go about this one? Very simple. First thing, write a baseline where you are going to draw the base AB at, or with a measurement 40 millimeters. So I'll get my set square, or if you want, you can get your ruler. I'll get my set square and draw the baseline. So this baseline, I'll draw it like this here. Like that. So this baseline is along this line that there is my point A and B. Are we together?
Yes.
So in this case, I'll mark my point. This point here is going to be point what? A, like that. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
From there, I need now to get measurements from the ruler with a compass. From the ruler with a compass and measure how many millimeters?
40 millimeters.
40 millimeters. Very good. So I'll get my compass there and get the measurements from the ruler. Okay, so this is my 40 millimeters. So I'll stand on point A there. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
When I stand on my point A, I'll strike a line like this. Like that. This becomes my point what?
B.
This becomes my point B. Do not worry if these lines are not visible enough, because these lines are construction lines which should not be very visible. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
But then, since I know that my line AB starts from here and ends there, then I will outline this line. Okay, I'll outline my line like this. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I need to keep sharpening my pencil, just like you should always keep sharpening your pencil. For me, this stroke is my pencil. So I'll mark there, outline my line there. Okay, so how do I mark point C? What I know is that point C is somewhere here, not so?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll get my compass, open it to AC. AC is equals to what? 55 millimeters, not so?
Yes, sir.
I'll get my compass, open it to 55 millimeters, then stand on point what?
Point A.
Point A. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here are my measurements. Okay, so with these measurements, I'll stand on point A there and strike an arc. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Strike an arc in construction like that. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So now, all I know is that my point C is along this arc. But how do I get this point C? Very simple. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
How do I get this point C? Josephat? Yes, Josephat.
By taking that measurement where the space is 60 millimeters and putting the sharp point of the compass on point B and making an arc on the outer domain.
Very good. So I get my measurement BC along this line, which is equivalent to 60 millimeters. So I'll get my measurement 60 millimeters there. When I get my measurement 60 millimeters, I need to stand on point what?
B.
B. Are we together, class?
Yes, sir.
So I'll stand there and strike this arc like that. So where this arc and this arc are meeting, that's where my point C is. So this is point C. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Then I just need to draw there to there, then I have my triangle. So here we are. Okay? There, and then I outline is CB.
Yes.
There. Okay, like that. So here is my triangle. Now, I have just done the first question of the first part of this question. which is to construct this triangle ABC. Now, we go to the next question. Transform the triangle into a rectangle of equal area. Transform the triangle into a rectangle of equal area. The first thing that you need to do is get your compass. When you get your compass, stand on point C. And then from point C, you are going to drop a perpendicular line. What is a perpendicular line, class? Yes, Matanji.
A perpendicular line is a line meeting another line at 90 degrees.
Very good. So a perpendicular line is simply a line meeting another line at 90 degrees. So for me to do this one, I need to come right on this point here. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
When I come on this point here, I open more than the distance of the baseline. So I'll come there and strike there and there. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
That means I will have point 1 and point 2. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Then, what am I supposed to do with these points? I now need to bisect the line. To bisect is simply to cut a line into two equal parts. So for me to bisect, I need to open my compass more than half of line 1, 2. So I can stand here, open it more than half, I can strike there and there. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Again, I stand right on this position here and strike there and there. If you want, you can only strike the base part because the top should actually go straight to the apex of this triangle. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Then I will now drop a line from the apex to point 3. This is my point 3. So I'll drop my point from C to 3. Like that. Have we seen what I've done, eh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so where this line 3C is cutting line AB, we shall name that point as point X. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So when you do that, guys, the next thing is now to bisect the line XC. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
The next point is simply to bisect XC. How do you bisect this line? I've talked about bisecting. I said bisecting is simply cutting a line into equal parts. 2 equal parts. So in this case, how do I bisect the distance XC? Yes, ma'am.
So, sir, we place our sharp point of the compass at C, then we open more than half, meaning we will mark an arc, then we also go to the not changing of the compass, then we place our compass, sharp point of our compass at X, meaning we also mark an arc, then we do the bisection, whereby standing on the first arc, then marking again, then joining.
Okay, very good. Have we heard what Manga said?
Yes, sir.
He simply saying, you get your compass like this, then open it more than half of CX, not so. More than half can be here, not so.
Yes.
More than half can be here, not so.
Yes.
More than half can also be here. It's more than half, not so.
Yes.
So, you open to the measurable, I mean to any voodoo half. Are we together?
Yes.
To a reasonable radius. So you come here, you strike an arc like this. That's what you said, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Then you come there and strike another arc like that. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Then, do not change the measurement of the radius of the compass. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Do not change this distance. Then, you start, there is put here, now we need to stand on point X. Then you strike there and there. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Then we shall name these points. We shall name this point as point D and this point E. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
This will be our point E. So now that we have done that one, draw a line from D to what? To E. So this is what you do. First, draw it in construction. Like that. Are we together, guys?
Yes, sir.
So, when you do this line, up to this stage, any question? Up to this stage, are we having any questions? We can go ahead, eh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now, from this point, you need to raise or project a line from A, going up to meet line DE at 90 degrees. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So, in simple terms, you draw a line parallel to line E, 3C. How to draw a parallel line is very simple. Get your pair of compass. Are we together? Get your pair of compass. Put this one in line with this line. Then put this one flashing here. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Then slide it up to there. Then you hold. As simple as that. It's even simple on your tables. Then you can draw this line from there to there, like that. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Then you can slide it. If it moves, redo the process. Hold this one. When it's there, you can hold and draw this line. Are we together up to here?
Yes, sir.
If we're together, then you know how to draw a rectangle with equal area as a triangle. All you have to do is now simply to outline your work. So I'll outline from point F to point A, and then from point B to point E. Alright, so we have just transformed this rectangle triangle ABC into a rectangle of equal area, rectangle ABEF. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if we're together up to this point, that means we have just changed the shape but maintaining the area of triangle ABC into a rectangle of equal area, rectangle ABEF. Are we together, guys?
Yes, sir.
So in this case, you would have not wasted any material when transforming this one into this. Now, we are going to go and answer the second question where you now need to transform this rectangle into a square of equal area. Into a square of equal what? Area. So in this case, we are going to extend. We are going to extend line AB so that we draw the square. So this is what we do. We extend this one further this side. like that. When you extend, now get your compass. When you get your compass, stand on point BE. That's the first thing that you need to do. Stand on point BE and draw an arc from point E to meet line AB. Are we together, guys? Yes. So in this case, stand here on point B, then open your compass up to there. Are we together?
Yes.
Then drop it until it meets line BA. So you draw like this. This is going to give you point X, where this arc. So we shall call this arc as arc EC. Are we together?
Yes.
Up to here. Any concerns? No concerns?
Yes.
Then, if we are still together, what we are going to do is now to bisect the distance AX. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
We need to find the center between AX and not AB. Okay, so this is what we do. We open the compass more than the distance, more than half the distance AX. Then you stand here. I'll draw it a little bit up so that there is no confusion. So I'll strike my arc like that. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
And also down there like that. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, from there, without changing the radius of this compass, because if you change the radius, that means you won't find the midway. So from there, you can move from point A to point X and strike an arc there to find the middle point. Also, you can strike there like that. Okay, my compass has moved and it's not supposed to move. Okay, I've changed my pencil. Like that. Okay, I need to check if my compass has moved or not. So I'll still come here and check, is it in line with this arc? Yes. Are we together?
Yes.
Then I come on line point X. Strike there. Is it okay? Strike there. Okay? And then you also strike there. Like that. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Then this point, we shall name it point V. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Then this point, we shall name it point what? W. Like that.
Yes, sir.
Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Any questions up to this stage?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Then I will join my point X, my point W to point V. Like this. Okay? You draw a line which is supposed to be in construction. Are we together? You draw it in construction like that. So, where line W is meeting line V, that is the midway of line AX. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Where line WV is meeting line AX, where it's cutting here, right on this position here, coincidentally it's on point 2. Where it's meeting here, that is where the midway is. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
If we are okay here, then we are going to draw a semicircle. So meaning, we need to adjust the compass to the distance 2A or 2X. It should be the same. So in this case, come right at this position here, up to there. There, are we together?
Yes.
Then we should be able to reach up to there. Have you seen?
Yes.
If it's not reaching there, then there was a mistake. So that's why we say measure twice, mark once. Are we together, guys?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So you stand right here. If you have checked that it's reaching there and there, then you can draw your semicircle like this. There. Like that. Are we together up to here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then if we're together, then we are almost there. The next thing that we need to do is now to project further line BE until it meets the semicircle. Is to project further line BE until it meets where?
Semicircle.
Very good. So how you project is very simple. If you want, you can just outline it there and there. Right?
Yes, sir.
So you come here, make sure it's straight there, and then you can draw this line there. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So we shall name this line where it's reaching the semicircle. Let's call this line line K. Okay, so this is point K. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Up to here. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
From there, you get your compass with the measurement BK. So this tells us to say the distance BK is one side of a square. And then a square, what we say about the sides of the square? Yes, Mlenga.
Sir, both of the sides are equal.
All the sides are equal. Very good. Apart from the sides, what else is equal? Yes, Mrs.
Also has equal angles.
All the angles are equal. The total angles in a square, they add up to how much? Huh?
20.
Huh? 360 degrees. All together?
Yes, sir.
Is 90 plus 90 plus 90. In simple terms, 90 times 4. All together?
Yes.
So if this is one side of the rectangle, I mean the square, we shall get this distance here and mark on this line. Like that. All together?
Yes, sir.
So how do we find the last point of this square? How do we find the last point of this square? Yes. Should we call this one first? So this, we shall call it point G. Okay. Yes.
So without changing the distance of the compass, we have to place the sharp point of the compass on K, then strike it up. Then after we strike it up, point the sharp compass on K, then also strike it up. That's where the lines will meet.
Okay. So we come with this same distance here, not so?
Yes, sir.
We stand on which point?
On A, on G,
On G. Are we together? So when we stand on G, we strike somewhere there. Like that. Are we together?
Yes.
From there,
go on K.
we go on what? K. Without changing the what? The distance of the compass. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
You stand on K here and strike another arc there. Okay. So this point we shall call it point what?
G.
Point G. Okay. So we can outline our square BGJK. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So you join your distance from J to G, like that. And you also join your distance from K to what?
J.
To J, like that. like that, and the down part like that. You join there. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So, this is telling us to say the triangle ABC is equal to the rectangle ABEF. And the rectangle ABEF is equal to a square BGJK.
Yes, sir.
Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So, if you want to prove to say these three figures are equal, you need to use the formula for finding the area of each figure. What is the formula for finding the rectangle area? Yes.
It's length times breadth.
Length?
Times breadth.
Is it true?
Yes,
Eh? For a rectangle? Okay, so for a rectangle is equals to length times what? Breadth. Like that. And then for a triangle, what's the formula for finding the area for a triangle? Yes, Innocent.
Half base area times height.
Half base area times height. So base area times height, like this side.
Yes.
Eh?
Yes, like that.
Are we together?
Yes, sir.
How about how to find the area for a square? Eh? Square? Square is equal to what?
Length times length.
Length times the breadth, like that. Not so?
Yes.
Or length times, because this one has no breadth, so you can actually say
No square.
L squared, right? Like that. Are we together, guys?
Yes, sir.
So if you want to prove, this is the way to prove. Any concerns, any questions? Okay, so if there are no questions, this marks the end of our lesson. From me, Kasongo Enoch, and the studio crew, we say thanks for now, goodbye, next time.